glad that you're here, and hopefully something that we share today will be of use to you. So we'll start as we often do with just a grounding meditation. So you can choose your meditation posture, either sitting, standing, lying down. You can even do it walking if you want to. But you want to be in some position that allows you to feel centered in your body, whatever that looks like, but also still be alert, but not too rigid. So finding your place of rest, whatever you're being supported by, whether it's the floor or a chair or a couch, whatever, feeling that support, supporting your base, and from that support, inviting the spine to be as long as is comfortable for you, which invites alertness in the mind. And but along with that alertness, it's not rigid, it is relaxed. So it's this combination of groundedness, of feeling supported, alertness and relaxation of the body. And hopefully the mind will follow suit, because the mind is in the body. So you can close your eyes if you're comfortable. Otherwise, just have a soft gaze, not be looking around. And the bell will invite us into the first meditation. So with the fading of the sound of the bell, it's the invitation to let go of this process of arriving, of getting settled in, and just coming inwards. This is our gift to ourselves, to get to know ourselves by checking in and seeing, how is it right here, right now, in this mind and this body? Is the mind relaxed or agitated, sleepy, busy? Just noticing how it is, and the body, how that is. Is it comfortable? Is it feeling restless, or have some kind of dis-ease? And if there is something that needs to be adjusted, maybe make a small adjustment now, and just let it be, whatever comes up. The mind is like this, the body's like this in this moment. And we could set the intention during this meditation period to, just as we let go of things when we logged in, we're coming together on the screen here to be together. We want to be fully present. And so we need to let go of whatever we were doing before, letting go of planning the future or thinking about what we're going to do in the future, to the best of our ability. So setting the intention to let go of the past and the future and just being right here, right now, with this experience of this mind and this body, the senses in the body, the sensations, and of course the thoughts are going to be coming and going, but just not getting caught in thoughts of past and future if possible. Just watching them come up and then let them pass on, and something else will happen. So that's our intention, to be with what's here right now. So what is happening where you are? What is the mind aware of? There's sounds, body sensations, thoughts coming and going, the breath, beat of the heart. It's happening right here, right now. And so in this meditation, you can either choose to just watch these different things come and going, sounds, sensations, thoughts, breathing, just observing them come and go. Or if it allows you to feel more settled, you can just choose one thing to pay attention to, maybe the rising and passing of sounds, or the coming and going of the breath, breathing in, breathing out. If you don't have something in particular, maybe try the breath and see if that works for you. Just noticing breathing in, receiving energy, breathing out, letting go. And setting the intention to just stay right here and whatever's happening in the present right here. moment to moment. And we can notice if the mind is interested in what's happening right here, or if it's living in the past or the future, thinking about what it's going to do, or what we just did and we regretted. Maybe we're falling asleep in the quiet. Maybe we're lost in a fantasy. Can we just notice if the mind's going off and doing something else in the past or the future, or disappearing? Just reset the intention to be present with this experience right here, right now. Breath, body, the thoughts coming and going, and the mind just observing. Checking in, is the mind still present with what's happening? Or is it wandered off, doing something else, lost in thoughts, sleeping, dreaming? Just noticing where the mind is, how the mind and the body feel. Is it relaxed or stressful or numb? And then resetting the intention to just be present, mind aware of what's happening moment to moment in this body. Moment to moment. Receiving and the letting go of the breath, body sensations, sounds, thoughts. Mind just observing them all. Checking in with the mind. What is it paying attention to? What are you aware of? Are you lost in thinking, planning, daydreaming? Are you present with what's happening right here, right now? Again, just noticing what the effect is of whatever it is the mind's paying attention to. Is there tension or is there ease? And then come back to awareness of this body, this breath, moment to moment. And notice what happens when the mind stays in this just observing the present moment experience without judging it, pushing it away, wishing it were different, wanting to do something else. Just notice if even for a couple breaths, the mind is fully present, what the effect is. Noticing what the mind's paying attention to. What's the mood of the mind? Is there ease or stress? And how's the body? Just bringing the awareness into the body, just noticing the overall sense of this body right here, right now. Is it at ease or is there some tension? Even if there's some pain in the body or some discomfort, can we just notice it and not add a story to it? Just be present with this right here, right now. Observing without having to add to it with a narrative about wanting things to be different from what they are, wanting to change something. It's just this. Bring the awareness back to the breath, noticing breathing in, breathing out, receiving, letting go. And then maybe a more global view of the whole body, just sensing this full body right here, right now, maybe feeling it resting on whatever the support is. So expanding the awareness to include the whole body, in whatever way you perceive that. The whole body breathing. The mind just observing it moment to moment. It's like this right now. However it is, can this be okay, this moment? Does it need to be any different, really? So the bell invites us to bring the awareness back to the surface, open the eyes when you're ready, and maybe just reflect a little bit on what you might have experienced in that. It might be a range of things that you experienced. Maybe you were, fully present and during some of that, or maybe the mind wandered off doing various things. And what was your experience when that happened, if it did happen? And none of it's right or wrong. There's no judging. We're learning. We're observing. And we can let that go and just come back to being aware of being together here. So that invitation of the practices leads us into what I wanted to try and talk about today. And the kind of my working title for this is Refuge in the Present, meaning a refuge, a place of safety, and that being in this present moment, right here, right now. And that's, a lot of what the mindfulness practice is knowing what's happening right here, right now, instead of living in the past or the future, right? Which is where most of us live in our thinking minds. We're always regretting what we did or rethinking what we should have said in the past, or having a memory, or we're thinking about what we should do in the future, or we're creating some fantasy world of where we would rather be. All of this is taking us away. And I don't know what your experience was during that meditation, but the reason I came up with this or wanted to talk about this is I've been living a lot in the future, just planning, want this to happen, and it's really stressful, not being present, but always thinking about what might happen in the future. How can this be better? How can we strategize to make these things happen? Just really noticing the stress of it. And to give myself a break from that, I had to remind myself, come back into like just this sense of this body being right here, in this moment. And because not even all that thinking about the future was productive. Like sometimes we can fool ourselves into thinking that, well, if I just keep planning this, it'll all work out fine. I just have to take care of every little nuance. And we wind up spinning in the same story, really, and not being very productive in a lot of this stuff. So at least that's what I've been observing. Or even in fantasies, we can go into some kind of escapism of dreaming what things might be like if they were only different. But even that, it doesn't always feel productive. It feels sometimes like if I do that, I'm kind of spinning out. So again, I don't know what your experience is, but the idea with the refuge in the present is by being fully present with what's happening right here, right now. This is the only thing we can really know. We can make conjectures about the future, or we can wish we had a different past, but this present moment experience is the only thing we can really know, the direct experience of the sensations in the body, the breath, the sounds, or even observing the thoughts coming and going, but not creating them into something, spinning out into something more than that really isn't very productive, and a lot of times it's stressful. So, and even a lot of us are dealing with physical discomfort, maybe pain, or might be illness, or just aging bodies, or restlessness, any of these. So sometimes we can feel like being aware of this present experience is actually feels stressful because we just don't like it, but can we notice the difference between like an actual uncomfortable sensation in the body and then what the mind adds in there in terms of the not liking it, which is what makes it unbearable, right? Otherwise, a lot of times these sensations that we have or experiences that we have, they're things that are just passing. They just are. It's part of life. Life isn't always perfect. And can we learn to be in the middle of it, present with it, but not wishing that it were something different? So even those of us who are dealing with something uncomfortable, when I'm giving that instruction to be in the present moment, maybe you can notice that resistance to that, and see that that's something that the mind, the judging mind, is adding to it. But if we can kind of step back from the judgment and just be the observer, and it doesn't mean we're dissociating from it, but we can just observe it. It's like, oh, it's an uncomfortable sensation is like this, or uncomfortable thought is like this. But do we really have to chase them and fix them like we so often do to try to make everything better, but we wind up just keeping spinning things. So I've been watching this in my life for the past couple of weeks, so which is why I'm sharing this. So if you experience anything, whether it's in a big way like that, or even just on a very small scale of just uncomfortable being with whatever the mind is thinking about in the past or future, rather than being present, just observing how it is. And so this is where you get to do this in your own mind, in your body, and in this meditation, knowing that it's going to change in the next meditation, right? You had a certain experience in that first meditation. We'll do another one and you can see, is that going to be the same, or is it all different? And my guess is it's going to be different, because it usually is. The patterns, though, may be the same. You may start to see a pattern in where your mind goes, and you can learn from that what leads to stress and what leads away from it. You always keep coming back to the present, to being aware of what's happening. So let's try it, see what happens again. So it's going to be basically the same types of instructions. I'll add a few other things in there, but retake your meditation posture, whatever that is, sitting, lying down, standing. grounded, alert, relaxed, eyes closed if you're comfortable. We'll let the bell transition us again. So the bell invites us to let go of all that talking and theorizing, and maybe your mind was analyzing whether that was really true for you in that last meditation. Just let all that go and just bring the awareness inside, noticing how it is right here, right now. This mind and this body. Is there ease or relaxation or tension in the mind and the body? How's that? And we can let that go, just noticing how it is and resetting the attention in this meditation, as in the first one, to let go of the past and the future and just be aware of what's happening right here, right now, in this mind and this body. So you can use the same meditation object as you used last time, or choose something different. Try to choose something and stay with it. So changing experience could be one meditation object, sounds, sensations, thoughts, breath, or just staying with the breath or sensation in the body. So set your intention for what you're going to pay attention to in the present moment, moment to moment. Observe what happens. Noticing if the mind is willing to stay with the present moment experience, or if it's wandered off, thinking, planning, sleeping, past, future. Just noticing the effect if it has, and then resetting the intention to just be present with what's happening right here, right now, moment to moment, changing experience, breathing, body sensations, whatever your object is, moment to moment. What is the mind paying attention to? Is it present, or is it wandered off into the past or the future, or just spacing out? Just noticing what we're paying attention to, what the effect is on the mind and body, and then resetting the intention to just be present, the moment-to-moment experience, observing, not doing anything, just observing the coming and going of moment-to-moment experience. What is the mind paying attention to right now? Is it present or thinking about past or future? How is the mind, the body? If you find the mind's being lost in thinking, sometimes using a word to keep it in the present moment can be helpful. Phrases or words, just to keep the thinking mind from going off into a thinking spin. So maybe a phrase like just this, for the moment-to-moment experience, it's just this. For a question for yourself, what's here, which rouses some curiosity. If the mind's getting bored or if it feels dull or spacey, what's here? Or a phrase like, especially if there's discomfort, maybe a phrase like, it's like this. It's like this. So if that feels helpful, you could use a phrase like that or whatever phrase you might have in mind. Or maybe your mind's content to just sit and watch what's happening moment to moment. So we'll keep practicing in this way for a while. The mind intending to stay with this moment-to-moment experience, letting the past and the future going, letting judgments go. It's just like this, moment to moment. The mind just observing. What's the mind paying attention to right now? Is it present or not? What's the effect on the mind and the body with whatever it's paying attention to? Can we reset the intention to just be present with the moment-to-moment experience? It's like this right now. Get curious, what is here? What's happening right here? Moment to moment. The past is just a memory. The future is unknown. Now is the knowing. It's just this right here. The mind just observing. Is the mind content to watch what's happening right here, right now, or is it looking for something else or going to sleep? Whatever it's doing, just notice what it's doing, what the effect is, and then reset the intention to be curious about what's happening right here, right now, moment to moment. If the mind is restless, what's pulling it away? What's the habit of the mind? What's it chasing? Fixing the past, trying to predict the future, disappearing into a fantasy. Can the mind be interested in this right here, right now, this moment-to-moment experience? It's like this. Now it's like this. So whatever the mind is paying attention to, just noticing the effect. And now directing the mind to just come back into the awareness of the body, whatever it was paying attention to, just feeling the full body, breathing in, breathing out, receiving energy, letting go. Feeling the rhythm of the breathing. We be present with the full body of the breath, breathing in, breathing out. Maybe a slightly longer exhale for a couple of breaths. Inhale and then a long exhale. Inhale, long exhale. I'm just noticing, how is it right now? This mind, this body. It's like this, right here, right now. This present moment. Can this be okay? So the bell invites us to bring the awareness back to the surface. When you're ready, just bring the eyes or being aware of coming back together here.